Pumpkin Spice Signature Latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on Pumpkin Spice Signature Latte only and all cold foam cold brew.
The 5 o'clock hour is presented by American Express Business, who offers a line of cards to help take your business further. Because with needs like yours, you need a card built for business. Buy American Express. Don't do business without it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/businesscards.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia. A Beasley Media Group station. 97.5. The Fanatic. Philadelphia. It's Wednesday night at 6. Time for beers with Bob from Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, located in the heart of South Philly. Game on. Now here's your host for Beers with Bob, Bob Cooney.
Welcome. Another Wednesday night here at Live Casino and Hotel. Bob Cooney here with Andrew South-Junis. It is Beers with Bob and Andrew. What's going on, buddy? Everything good?
On? Yeah, good. I missed you last week. Last week was alcohol with Andrew, according to Tyler Zulli.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, we called it alcohol with Andrew. By the way, did you listen? I tried doing your whole spiel. I said, everybody just sit back, relax, and as my parents used to always say, or as Bob Cooney's parents used to always say, Happy Wednesday.
What were my parents' names?
Robert.
Nope.
And Donna.
Ah, come on.
Because that's what your name and your wife's name is.
Tom and Butch.
Yeah, Tom and Butch
would get it going every day.
Yeah, but you normally don't say their names in the
4
spiel.
o'clock hour. I think
You don't, though.
I've referred to Butch once in a while.
All right, well, I apologize that I did not.
No, I appreciate you giving them some homage.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I gave you homage, too.
And you know who else we're going to give homage to? Jocelyn, who's hanging out with us. We've had a good night of people hanging with us so far because Andrew just attracts people. Like, I'm kind of the dirt on the rug that people look at and they know, not notice, but they see and walk past.
No, we notice you.
No, Andrew, they stop, they look, they talk, they admire. He already got admired for his shirt.
Yes, it is a great shirt, let's be honest.
We've had one guy that has proposed that after Beers with Bob, they do Doobies with Drew.
And I could hang out with him because his name's Andrew.
His name
my
is
name's Andrew
also.
And we have similar interests.
Your names are Andrew. Yes. That's your interest there. So he came up and proposed that. We've already given away a bunch of FanFest tickets, which don't forget is September 18th. And we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But yeah, good night so far here at Live Casino and Hotel.
It's always a party here, man. It's
always
a party
fun
here. You should come on down. I talked to Tyler Zulli earlier today. Tyler's actually going to the Phillies game. I told him stop on by, so he's going to stop on by and have a good time here at Live Casino Hotel, Philadelphia.
And why wouldn't he, right?
Dude, it's a perfect place. I've come here before games multiple times. It's a great place to hang out before, grab a couple cocktails. They had the happy hour at the sports and social bar.
Yes, they do. They have a happy hour now. We noticed
we
that.
Saw the menu
past.
And we had our waters. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was good. So come on down, check it out. You know what else the cool thing is that we have two Mikes and Sean here getting things done. We're on YouTube.
Yes.
And Mike shone a bright light in our faces tonight because he thought it would make us look better. I told him it was a not a worthwhile adventure.
Do we look better, or is there just more wrinkles on our faces? Oh, we look better.
We look better? Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, me neither. So we have given these out. Is that right side up?
Yep.
We have given these out. They are FanFest tickets, which is September 18th at Xfinity Live. You've heard all about it. It's going to be so much fun. It's one of the best days of the year. We have an absolute blast.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have some special guests. We've already announced Charlie Manuel. I know there's others in the mix. We're going to have a ton of stuff that you can do there. So you got to come on out. You do need a ticket to get there. You do need to be over 18. But as you said before, over 21. I'm sorry.
21, yes.
21. As you said before, if you want a ticket, it's pretty easy to get one.
Yeah, you're going to get a ticket. Trust me. Just come see us somewhere. This past weekend, Friday, I was at B&B Beverage, the superstore in Doylestown.
Yes, you were.
And a lot of people just stopped by to grab their tickets. It was that easy. And then they went to the beer store, which was nice. And then Saturday, I was at Family Jewelers. There's a line of people.
You're making a ton of money off of appearances, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. There's a line of people waiting for their family FanFest tickets outside Family Company Jewelers, and it was great. And a lot of people they're ready to go. I can't wait.
Well, they should.
I was asked today, so I filled in for Anthony today. And I was asked, hey, Chunis, is this after party? You guys going to be there? I was like, oh, yeah.
Not only are you going to be here, you're sleeping here, I'm not mistaken.
Are you sleeping here?
It is up for discussion.
It's going to happen.
It very well might happen. You know, I have some family matters that have to be made sure they're taken care of.
Can I do one of those drunk moves where I put my arm around your wife and I go, let him stay here?
You can try. She might kick the crap out of you. I almost cursed right there. Wow, that's not good. But, all right, so big Phillies game here. We got a lot of people down here. Look, we got guys right next to us getting ready to go to the Phillies game.
Jersey. Nice.
Is that Steve Carlton?
Yep.
Oh, clutch. I do like that.
I hope he pitched for the team.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
I'd make him a Suarez looked like Carlton yesterday, and they put together one run.
Ranger Suarez looked good last night.
Looked good.
Looked very good. But once again, your offense just went to hell.
Unreal.
And it has been unreal, Andrew. And I put out these numbers the other day. And I don't know if you heard it on the morning show with John Kincade, the John Kincade show that we have every day from 6 to 10.
Monday through Friday.
Preceding the Anthony Gargano show with you, the Tunis. So it's the cousin Tunis show. But when the Phillies won 8 in a row.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody was high. Everybody was ready to rock and roll. And
Tunis train, man.
I'm not going to down that. And you were the train man. And it was great. A great time. They get up by their biggest lead was what, 2.5? Or was it up to 3.5?
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
So they beat the Mets on that last day. The day that they honor Roy Halladay. And Zach Wheeler looks like Roy Halladay.
Yeah.
And that seems like so long ago. Because after that, in their next 11 games, they went 3-8.
Yeah, getting swept by the Diamondbacks makes that happen.
Yeah, so L.A., Cincinnati, Arizona, 2 games in San Diego. I'm not counting the last game in San Diego that they won on the Sunday. Hoskins came back, hit you 2 home runs. Before that, 3-8 in 11 games. Andrew, they hit 174 in those 11 games.
That can't happen, man. And, you know, the Dodgers-Reds series, before that week started, that Monday when they were off, Anthony asked me, you know, what do you think is going to happen? I said 2-4 because I just figured that the Dodgers, are a superior team, and the Reds' offense has been on fire.
Yeah.
So I figured if you go 1-2 in both of those series, all right, you go 2-4 over 6 games, whatever, but you should beat the doors off the Diamondbacks, and they get swept.
Yeah.
If they take 2 of 3 against the D-backs, and all of a sudden you're now 4-7 over those 11 games. It doesn't sound like that much of a difference, but you're feeling good, and then you take the 2 of 3 against the Padres.
If you take 2 from the D-backs after getting swept, you're 5-6.
Okay.
Yeah, you're holding your own.
You're feeling pretty good.
You're treading water, and you're doing what you need to do. Now, we keep talking about on the morning show, and John is great at bringing this up. All right, we'll just look at the next set of games, because in the next set of games, the Phillies have such and such opponents, which aren't that good. After the Rays tonight, Rays are a great team. They're 30 games over 500.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
They're a really good team.
And you spoiled a chance to win yesterday.
Exactly. So, we keep pushing it to, well, now the Phillies have a really easy schedule, and the Braves go into a Dodgers-Padres type of thing where they battle them a lot. And the Phillies
Giants.
Giants.
Which is even better.
Yeah, it is. Very much better, believe it or not. And the Phillies don't have all that much of a hard schedule, the easiest schedule coming down the stretch. But as I said this morning and argued with Jamie Lynch about, I don't know, is what we've seen over 125 kind of what we should hang our hat on instead of hoping that over the next 30-some games they're going to not automatically, but I don't want to say miraculously either, but somehow be better than they are?
I'll say this instead of the 125 games, because I think that teams can have a spark, right? You won 8 straight games.
Sure.
And that was the longest win streak of the season. Before that, their longest win streak was 5. So they reached 5 games twice all year. They got to 8 games. So I think changes can happen, especially when post-deadline you acquire Kyle Gibson, who is slotted in for 6 innings every single week. And before that, you had Spencer Howard, Vince Velasquez combining for 5, right? They weren't even giving you 6 between the pair of them. They were combining for 5. You brought in Ian Kennedy, who was a closer, which you desperately needed. You did not have Ian Kennedy, or you did not have a closer before he comes in. Hector Neris goes back to a role where I think he's very perfect for, which is a late inning guy, 7th, 8th inning guy. You saw it again yesterday. He had a couple of big outs. So I won't even say the whole 125 game thing. But when you get to the Diamondback series and you look lost, you look asleep. Listen, they didn't just lose the series. They got swept. And you would think after game 1, I thought they were going to beat the doors off them in game 2. Like, I thought this would be all right, guys, let's go. Let's come on, we just had some good momentum going to the Dodgers. That's
Right.
a tough series.
Yeah.
Reds are a tough series. But come on, we can't lose 2 of 3 to the Diamondbacks. Let's beat the doors off of them in game 2. And when they don't do that, that makes me throw all the, as John says, look at the schedule coming up. I throw that out the window. Because to me, the Phillies aren't a good enough team to just be able to say,
No.
look at the schedule.
Which has been my point for a long, long time.
Now, you know me. I'm Mr. Tunis Train.
Yes,
right?
you are. You're the
so
Tunis
I'm
Train.
excited about the team. I still think they have a chance. They're only 4.5 back of the Braves, and the schedule being the easiest schedule in baseball does help. By the way, the Braves are the 5th easiest schedule in baseball. Let's not forget that. And they actually take care of business. So
Yeah.
I can't say that the season's over. They do still have a mathematical shot at winning the division, and I don't think they're going to fall off. I don't think they're going to end up missing out by 10 games. I think they're going to be right around now. And they could go on a run. It is possible. But I can't do what John says of, well, look at the schedule coming up. They just lost 3 straight to
It's
the
as
Diamondbacks.
possible for them to go on a run as it is as possible for them to go 3-8 in an 11-game stretch. I'm
exactly.
sorry. That's just who they are. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. I never do that. I'm just trying to be Mr. Realist. And that's what we're talking about. I mean, this is what the team is. And I've said it for a long time. They're a 500 team. Would I love for them to catch lightning in a bottle and say over the last 30-some games that they could go somehow 22-12 and whatever it may be? Yeah, I'd love to see that. Who wouldn't? I would love to see that. But we have to talk in reality at some point. The reality is they've never shown that they could do that. And what they have shown is 8 in a row wins means 3-8 in the next 11.
Right.
I'm sorry, that's who they are.
But here's the thing, and I can't help but still hold on to hope because you still have Zach Wheeler. Ranger Suarez does not stink. Kyle Gibson's giving you 6 strong innings. Aaron Nola is a mess, and I don't trust him. Kudos to him for having that great outing, and unfortunately he lost. I don't trust him, but I just gave you 3 pitchers that I legitimately trust in Zach Wheeler, Ranger Suarez, and Kyle Gibson, and Zach Eflin's coming back this week.
All right, hold on. And now here's where I get. Okay. Please, you can't tell me that you legitimately trust Ranger Suarez. I'm with you. I like what the guy does.
He's
and all
giving you
that
5
stuff.
strong innings every single week except 1 outing. Now, do I think he's going to give you 7 strong
5
like he did
innings.
yesterday? No.
But this bullpen, I need more than 5 innings.
This bullpen has pitched better in recent weeks. Once they shifted things around with Neris and I know Bradley got teed up a little bit yesterday, but you just talked about it. The Rays are 30 games above 500.
Right.
So the Rays are a good baseball team.
They are.
Archie
Very
Bradley's
good.
ERA going
They
into
have a
yesterday is
great bullpen.
2.25. He's had
They
a
get a
pretty
little
good
bit of a
season.
lead. They're unbeatable.
Yeah. So I can't help but go, all right, when Girardi's going with his horses and Coonrod's coming back and he's healthy, hopefully the time off has helped him.
Coonrod's a horse.
No, his horses plus now Coonrod.
Oh, my fault.
No,
Okay.
like your horses are
I got you.
Neris, Bradley, and Ian Kennedy. Those are your horses out of the pen. But you can't tell me that Sam Coonrod's not a better
Sound
option
more
than
like ponies to me.
Enyel De Los Santos.
No, God.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
All right, so the
you're going
bullpen is
horses and better than.
okay.
I'll go the better than sign. I'm not going to go
But
horses.
all right, so I'm giving you 3 rotation guys that I actually trust.
Right, okay. I'll give
Now,
you
if
that.
the lineup, that's the biggest question. Can they turn it around?
All right, so that leads exactly to what I wanted to bring
That's
up
the
to
biggest thing.
you. How much does Rhys Hoskins mean to this offense?
Apparently a lot.
Really?
40 and 100. Yeah. On pace
I
for
agree.
it.
I agree. But here's the funny thing, okay? You ready
Mm-hmm.
for that? I don't know why. I was kind of numbers guy this weekend. So Rhys Hoskins went out August 5th.
Yeah.
He missed 14 games.
Okay.
Okay, during those games, the Phillies were 6-8.
Okay.
Kind of the team they are.
The beginning of that
you know,
was the
whatever.
hot streak when they won 8 straight.
Right. They won three in a row during the time he was out. They lost 4 in a row at a point time he was out. How many runs do you think they averaged a game over those 14 games?
Oh,
that
I'm
Rhys
sure it's
Hoskins
probably
was
only
out?
like 3 or 4.
How about 2.86?
That's not good.
That lends to, hey, you need Rhys Hoskins in the lineup. He comes back on the side. Now, these are the 14 games before he came back on Sunday when they scored 7 and won 7-4, almost gave up a late lead. So in the 14 games that he missed, they went 6-8. The Phillies scored 2.86 runs a game, which is horrendous.
Yeah, it's not good.
Horrendous. During those 14 games that he was out, what do you think the Phillies average runs per game was?
Based off your argument, I'm going to say relatively close to that, so I'll go 2.4 or something.
Well, no, the Phillies scored 2.86 a game. They gave up 3.79 a game.
Oh, gave up. Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Giving up 3.79 runs a game. Now, that's not their ERA because there were some extra inning games in there, whatever. But giving up less than 4 runs, 3 3/4 of runs a game, that's not bad.
No, it's
that
not.
shouldn't lend to you going 6-8 over a 14-game stretch.
It should not.
So it does lend to a Rhys Hoskins, but it also lends to me like Rhys Hoskins can come back to the lineup, and then your pitching might not hold up. This team never puts both. I shouldn't say never. Rarely during the season, and it's why they're a 500 team, do they put both together, hitting, pitching at the same time. It doesn't last for more than a 5-6
definition of mediocrity. They are.
They really are.
But so is this division all season long. Now, the Braves are getting hot, right? And that was the thing I was concerned about the most was, will this Braves lineup officially turn things around? Freddie Freeman's a freak. He started off the season batting in the upper 100s. I did not think that was going to continue over the course of the season.
Right.
And kudos to the Braves front office for getting Jorge Soler and Adam Duvall in the trade deadline, and now all of a sudden you bolstered your outfield after you lost Ronald Acuna. Oh, by the way, they also got Jock Peterson. Good move. I didn't think Jock Peterson would be enough to cover what you lose with Acuna, but
of course not.
But when you get all 3 of those guys, now all of a sudden you can manipulate the lineup a little bit. Jock Peterson, the lefty, the other guy's right-handed, and you can make things work. And now all of a sudden the top of your lineup's kind of set with Acuna back up there. Or with Acuna out, you have Albies 1 and Soler 2. You're in a pretty good spot if you're Atlanta.
Well, that's what bothered me about the Phillies. All right, so you win 8 games in a row, and then the talk became, and you and I heard him on the airways, me on the John Kincade show, you with Cuz in middays. Dombrowski did right. He made 2 small moves, but they looked to be good. And now the bullpen's better, and the bench is pretty deep, and I was like, whoa. And I said this on air. Please do not let 8-game winning streaks mask what this team truly is.
No, you're
and
right.
I'm not saying that it's horrible, but please don't say that all is well
but
or it's a lot better than a 500 team portrays.
But I can't blame anyone for getting excited. I just threw it out there. Kyle
said the
Gibson,
exact same
boom, right
thing.
away, 6 innings. Ian Kennan, boom, you have a closer. And Freddie Galvis, he's finally healthy.
I will never negate excitement, Andrew. I will not, and I refuse to do it. My only thing that I needed to say was, please don't let this mask really what this team is. Please don't say now that the bullpen's okay or that the bench is deep enough or that you don't have to address a third baseman, maybe a first baseman's defensive liabilities and your bullpen and whatever it may be. All right, so now let's get on to this. The handling of Rhys Hoskins. Okay, so I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know. I'm thinking God bless the guy. He's playing through something very serious.
Right.
And this is how they have to handle him. And Joe Girardi got him an extra day when he said he can't be an everyday player. And he didn't, they had an off day on Monday, and he didn't play him Tuesday. But they're throwing him in there tonight and say he should be able to go 9 innings. Or, if this is the case, is it helping the team? Is it helping the team to keep he's in, he's out, he's not, you don't know if he's in every other day or every 2 days or if he has to be off 3 days. How would you handle the Rhys Hoskins situation?
All right, so I would, imagine that it helps whenever he is in the lineup.
Sure.
Now, unfortunately, it might be that case where he's in any other day. My biggest issue with this is if you were to pick 2 games, and I get it, and this comes back to the analytics conversation, it makes more sense to have Rhys Hoskins go up against the left-handed starter.
It does.
Which is happening today.
Yes.
But, Bob, you've played sports.
Yes, Andy.
You know all about momentum, and you know all about winning games. You take 2 of 3 against the Padres. The team looked dead when they get swept by the Diamondbacks. You take 2 of 3 against the Padres, and in Game 3, Rhys Hoskins, it's the game he comes back, he hits 2 home runs. Everybody's fired up.
Did he sprint on those home run trots?
No.
I don't recall him sprinting after a ball because I was watching. I don't recall him having to stretch, sprint, run a lot in the field after any balls.
No. You had an off day Monday.
Yes.
Your momentum carries into the next game, which was yesterday. And you had Ranger Suarez, who gave you an incredible outing.
Yes.
Of 1 earned through, 6 1/3, 6 2/3, whenever they pulled him. I would rather. I know the math says play Rhys Hoskins against the left-handed starter. I would rather you play him in game 1 against the righty to try to keep that momentum going. Why wouldn't you do that? So you lose yesterday. All right, Rhys is in the lineup today. And if they win, awesome. But if the Braves are off the next 2 days. So you gain half a game, and all of a sudden you're 4 games back. Yippee.
I haven't understood Joe Girardi's thinking of it's better to wait to get the better this than do the better that. You're not good enough to say,
no.
Not that they're throwing away games, but you're not good enough to say, well, we can stay in this game so that we're in a better position the next game. It doesn't work with a team like this.
You wouldn't want Brad Miller starting today because it's lefty-lefty. I understand. But I also believe in momentum.
What's the overriding factor here? Is the overriding factor the injury, or is the overriding factor analytics?
It's the injury. And that's why you had to pick between the 2 games.
Overriding is probably injury, you're right. I think analytics with the left-hander.
Rhys is too good.
I'm not saying what you and I would say. I'm saying what Joe Girardi's thinking.
Yeah, but there's no way he's that dumb to have not played Hoskins yesterday.
But he didn't.
Yeah,
You're saying he's not that dumb not to do something, but he didn't do it.
No, but he said that it's because he can't play him in back-to-back days. At least they don't think he can. So it's not like he said, oh, well, there's a righty on the mound. I can't play Hoskins tonight.
I do. Well, one of his next sentences was, here's the lefty going tomorrow night. We'd rather have him going against the lefty.
Right. But because he can't play on back-to-back days, so there's most likely he's going to be off on Thursday, which sucks.
Look, it's great, and I said this last week. It is great that this team has themselves in a division race when we really didn't expect it. I didn't expect them to compete for the division. The hope was maybe they compete for a wild card, but when you have those 3 studs out west, you didn't know the Giants were going to be studly, but you do have 3 studs out west, whatever. They're in a spot that we didn't think we would be in late August, that they're competing, and that's great, and I have nothing against it. The frustrating thing is exactly what we're talking about, the ups and downs of this team.
Oh, yeah.
Not being able to consistently do something, whether it's offensively, pitching, defensively, which is they've actually been consistent defensively. They're bad.
Well, because they take Bohm out.
They're just bad. Yeah, so now you have Freddie Galvis is in the lineup tonight playing some shortstop to get the left-handed bat out of against a left-hander tonight. So Didi will be on the bench.
Is Joe going to play Torreyes over Galvis?
Torreyes,
moving forward. I really hope not.
They're both in the lineup tonight.
Right, because of the lefty pitcher, so you have Didi out. But I really hope, I love Ron Torreyes, and the story was great this year. And he helped you.
Yeah.
He really helped you. But after a while, you get exposed. Like Brad Miller can't play 6 days a week. After a while, he gets exposed.
Exactly.
Joe, I know you love Ronald.
Torreyes needs to be a 3-day at most a week.
And Galvis should play third the nights that Didi is in the lineup because Galvis actually has a legit professional bat.
Yes.
Please.
I mean, a decent bat. Number 7-8 hole hitter. Yeah.
He's a 20 home run guy, though, whereas Torreyes comes up big in moments.
So we got all that going on tonight. We also have some Eagles stuff we have to talk about. They were against the Jets in an organized practice again today. We have some numbers from that, some things to talk about that. But don't forget, it is Wednesday night. This is Beers with Bob. All we ask you to do every Wednesday, sit back, grab your favorite drink, put your feet up, listen to us until 7 o'clock, enjoy the sun whether you're inside or out. And just remember what my parents always did every night around this time, and that's to say to each other, Happy Wednesday.
Bing!
Bing.
Oh, you had it.
Way to go, Tom.
Tommy!
Good man. All right, I got to tell you right now that you got to come down and see this place. I'm telling you, Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia has changed the game here in Philadelphia Stadium District. This is a world-class gaming destination with over 2,100 brand-new slot machines. We saw somebody hitting big tonight, Andrew.
Yes,
over 150 table games. They have a luxury hotel with 5-star accommodations, cool bars, and world-class restaurants. Whether you're looking for a fine dining experience at the Prime Rib or you want to experience the flavor of Guy Fieri's taco joint or his burger joint, it's all here. And truthfully, anywhere that offers a chance to place a bet with FanDuel Sportsbook while enjoying a cannoli from Termini, also here on site in Live Casino, is a winner in mine and Andrew's book. Luxury hotel, gaming, bars, and restaurants in the heart of South Philly. To view upcoming events and promotions happening at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, visit livecasinophilly.com. Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Game on. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Beers with Bob.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Men, it's summertime. And if you're like many men today, you have been cooped up, maybe put on a few pounds, and probably haven't been getting the exercise you need. But if you're feeling sluggish and just don't have that youthful energy anymore, you very well may have low testosterone. Low T causes many issues: reduced libido, low energy, bad sleep patterns, problems with muscle gain, and more. If this is you, it's probably time to get treated for low T. This is Dr. Avidan Appel from Iron Mountain Men's Health. At Iron Mountain Men's Health, we treat men every day for low T. We see them put on muscle, add to their energy, improve their sex lives, get better sleep, and just feel better. You will see positive results in just a few weeks. So make your appointment today with me, Dr. Avidan Appel, and see if testosterone therapy can change your life. Visit us online at ironmountainmenshealth.com. That's ironmountainmenshealth.com. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health.
In business, it's never just another day. Every day is the day. There's the day you open your 500th location or expand to a new city. The day you deliver a make-or-break pitch from 1,000 miles away. Or the day that you have to start it all over again. That's the thing. You never know what the day might bring. But with Comcast Business, you'll have the powerful solutions you need to handle anything that comes your way. Like the power of the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses. The freedom to control your network from anywhere. And advanced cybersecurity to help protect every device on it. All backed by a team of can-do collaborators ready to roll up their sleeves and make things happen 24/7. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Call for details.
My friend kept complaining about car insurance.
I need affordable insurance to get back on the road. I gotta get to work.
So I played her this song.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Pick up the phone. The call is free.
And she was like, play that again.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
Safe Auto believes everyone deserves affordable coverage. In just 3 minutes, you can save big with low down payments on state minimum coverage.
This is my jam.
Play it safe. Safe Auto.
Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO for your quote today.
Well, the install of your new Anderson 400 series windows is done. They look great. Piece of cake to install. I have them in my own home.
We love them, John.
Beautiful. They really last, so you won't be needing me to fix anything either. This is probably goodbye. Take care.
That was a tough goodbye. Worse than when the kids went to college.
I love our windows, but John was our contractor.
Anderson 400 series are the windows contractors trust most. Learn more at andersonwindows.com. 2020 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors. Visit andersonwindows.com for warranty details.
Hey, this is Tyrone Johnson. Heineken wants you to know that the summer of can is here. And that means you can do things like getting friends together for backyard barbecues, summer concerts, or hitting the pool. So while you're soaking up the sun and enjoying the things you can do again, make sure you do it with a crisp and refreshing ice-cold can of Heineken made with premium malt and their famous A-yeast. Pick up a pack or get it delivered and put the can back into summer. Must be 21 to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required, actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Goodyear believes in the power of moving forward. No matter if it's on the track, the court, or the field, movement makes us want to be more. It pushes us to go further, to show the world what we can do. Movement has the unique ability to change our perspective, to challenge us, to work for a better tomorrow. Movement can even bring us together when we're still. Because if we're focused on the next move, we don't have to worry about what's behind us. Goodyear, more driven.
Summertime tips from Paul, Kristen, and Dexter at Total Wine and More.
Topping your burger with grilled onions and blue cheese? Take it to the next level with Carbon Cabernet Reserve, rated 92 points, an incredible value.
And nothing beats a buttery Chardonnay with grilled corn on the cob.
Feeling adventurous? Come on in. Let's try a smoky mezcal for mind-blowing margaritas.
Make your end-of-summer get-togethers even better with a wondrous selection, expert guides, and totally low prices at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Do you like axe throwing, Nerf gun wars, deep sea fishing, and paintball? How about competitive pay, a 401k, paid time off, and holidays, plus ongoing training and development? And axe throwing. Unique indoor comfort. The Delaware Valley's most trusted HVAC company is hiring installers and technicians. We work hard and have a lot of fun, too. You might say our company culture is unique. If you'd like to join our team, learn more at uniqueheatingandcooling.com/careers. Axe throwing.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
Hey, welcome to Everything Outdoors. Can I help you find anything?
Hey, yeah. Can you point us to the camping gear?
Sure, aisle 2.
Snowboarding? Just bought a new Nissan Pathfinder. It's got intelligent 4x4, and we want to hit the backcountry.
Aisle 18.
And the boats?
Are you sure you can do all this?
Up to 6,000 pounds towing, we're good to go. Oh, where's the scuba gear?
Return to rugged in the all-new 2022 Nissan Pathfinder. Available intelligent 4x4 cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Towing capability varies by configuration. See Nissan Owner's Manual for proper use.
Now, back to Beers with Bob.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
A lot of old-time jerseys walking around here. We've seen a Carlton, a Dalton. I saw a Rollins, a Schmidt just walked out. I saw a Luzinski earlier in the parking lot.
You know why? Not many good players nowadays.
Wow.
Except Bryce.
You're rough.
What jersey? All right, tell me what jersey you get right now for the Phillies. I know you're not a jersey guy.
No.
But Harper, Wheeler? JT, I would go.
Yeah, I mean, those are safe ones. If you want to go with a young guy that you might think will be here for a while, I don't have one for
Exactly.
you.
Like, you're not going to get a Bohm. Dude, I saw a Bohm jersey the last game I was at. No, Bohm jersey. Sorry, because it stuck out even more. I was like, oh, that sucks. You paid, like, decent amount of money for that stitched Alec Bohm jersey.
Yeah, Bohm's tough. You see Kingery's here every once in a while.
Oh,
I got to admit, I haven't seen any Howards that weren't number 6, so not a lot of Spencer Howard jerseys or jerseys were going around.
Yeah, I don't blame you for not having one of those.
If I had to get a Phillies, all right, let's do this with the 4 teams real quick. If you have to get one jersey of a guy that you think's going to last here for a while, Phillies first.
Harper.
I guess you got to go Harper.
He's here for another 10 years, and I don't know if anyone's trained for that contract.
All right, so you go Harper there. What about Sixers?
Embiid.
Embiid is correct. How about Flyers?
I mean,
you would think it's got to be.
They re-upped him for another 3 years. I imagine it'd be Carter Hart.
Number 79.
You can always be safe with the Giroux jersey because I don't think he's going anywhere. So
and he's going to finish a Flyer.
Like one of the safest Eagles jerseys right now is probably Brandon Graham.
Exactly.
Because he even said the other day on the Taking Off podcast with John Clark that he wants to retire an Eagles. So he's not going to play anywhere else. So you're always safe with the BG jersey.
Not only safe. Who else would you go with, though, if you had to go young upcomer?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith, I would grab in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I've seen some
Plus,
Smith
it's
jerseys.
cool. 6.
Yeah, it's quality.
I mean, that's a great jersey.
Quality jersey.
And then if he fails, you just cross out the Smith on top and you put Irving over it. Right? You know, 6, Irving.
Hey,
why
played for
not?
the Eagles.
Doc. Can't beat that.
I did do that with the Owens jersey.
81?
I put the tape over and put Avant on the back.
Nice.
Yeah. I was proud of myself.
Jason's
I didn't
a
have
good
many
dude.
friends.
Yeah. You got a lot of friends. Are you kidding me? You know what the greatest thing about our station is, Andrew, that once a year is that we put on Fan Fest.
Oh,
Now, we
yeah.
couldn't have it last year, but hopefully we can have it this year. 97.5 The Fanatics Fan Fest will be on Saturday, September 18th at Xfinity Live. Fan Fest 2021 is a free event, but you will need a ticket to attend, and we've given out quite a few tickets here tonight.
Yes, we have.
And you gave out some. No, you didn't, because you didn't have any on you last week when you were solo.
No, I forgot that they were all in your backpack.
Shame
whore.
on you. Fan Fest is presented by FanDuel Sportsbook and That's right here, Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, the official hotel partner and after party of 97.5 The Fanatics Fan Fest 2021. You know what? We're going to have a Fan Fest after party here at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, Andrew. There's going to be live entertainment, food and drink specials at Sports and Social. Sports and Social has a 52-foot LED display. It's the same TV Jamie Lynch has in his basement. 24 TVs, a FanDuel sportsbook and lounge, and more. Plus, you can enter to win one of 25. Check this out. There's going to be 25 Samsung 75-inch HD TVs to give away.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. Sign up now for live rewards and get your choice of free play, food credits, or merchandise. Play all night and stay all night at Live Hotel. Over 200 luxury rooms with 5-star accommodations.
Now, would you go with the free food as your rewards member? You had some food before the show today.
I did. I was hungry. It was funny. I was driving here today, and I was talking to my wife, and I said, I just realized I'm starved. She was talking about what for dinner, and I said, I'm starving. I forgot to eat lunch when I got home.
Okay.
So, I had a little snack tonight on their half-price appetizers.
Oh, yeah.
During the happy hour that we have.
I believe it's Monday through Thursday, the card said, 4 to 7.
Yes, on the appetizers, everything except for the chicken wings.
Yes.
You can get half price.
There's a wing shortage.
They said that there was a beer menu that offered something else, but you and I didn't do that.
No.
We just looked at because we're working.
I had a Diet Coke.
Yes, so we only partook in the food, which was all good. All right, speaking of partaking, the Eagles partook again today in another organized scrimmage, live scrimmage as they post it, against the New York Jets up there somewhere in either North Jersey or New York. I'm not even sure what the hell they are.
Yeah, did you buy your championship shirt yet for joint practices?
So the Eagles are 4-0 in joint practices after today is what we're being told.
I love seeing the positive reports, but there was one that stood out specifically to me today, and I brought it up on the air when I was filling in for Anthony. And Brandon Lee Gouton tweeted it. So Jalen Hurts connected with Quez Watkins on a rollout 25-yard touchdown pass. Period. But the next sentence was, however, because Jalen Hurts was wearing a red jersey, the defensive lineman pulled up because he can't hit him. So it would have been a sack.
He got tapped a few times today, yes.
So a lot of people just tweeted out the 25-yard touchdown. See? Hurts and Watkins, they're going to be lethal. But Brandon Lee Gouton was the one that, went a little bit further and said, yeah, he would have been sacked had this been a real game.
Yeah, there was a few times, apparently, I was looking at Tim McManus's tweets today also, and he was on earlier with Mike Missinelli. McManus was saying that Jalen Hurts had guys open but failed to pull the trigger and got tapped out. Yeah. I call it tapped out. That's the sack in organized scrimmages. They got tapped out. So Hurts could have gotten... But the numbers that were thrown out there today for Jalen Hurts, are you ready for this, Andrew?
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. In these live organized scrimmages, team practices against the New York Jets.
Which they obviously run full speed at.
Jalen Hurts, 13 for 17.
Mm-hmm.
5 touchdowns.
Okay.
And a rushing touchdown. I mean, if you're not thinking all pro, I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah, so we met Jocelyn today.
We
at
did.
the beginning of the show. She thinks the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl.
She was mad at us. She I thought she was going to slap us on the back of the head.
She asked me how many wins. I said 6, and she was not happy with me.
She said, I guarantee they're going to win the Super Bowl. How do you guys not even think they're not going to win the Super Bowl? And you and I kind of looked at her quizzically, I would say.
Yeah, I tried looking up because she said, St. Nick, and I was like, is there a St. Jalen?
Yeah, and she said something to the effect that Jalen's making all this money. Which he's making better money than a lot of us, but I don't know that he's making a ton.
Yeah, I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to win a Super Bowl this year. Quite frankly, I don't think he's ever going to win one. Now, I'm basing this off of 4 games, which is probably unfair. I'm just not really – I have my doubts with Jalen Hurts, and I'm not going to take joint practices and the stats of 13 of 17, 5 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown as gospel.
What?
Now, I want to ask you, Bob. I don't know if you guys had this conversation. I'm sure you have on the John Kincade show. Do you want him playing Friday?
Yeah, I do.
Thank you. So do I.
Do you? Okay.
And I was on with Tyler. Tyler was sitting in my chair today. Tyler Zulli, who's watching. He did not get tickets to the game, but he's watching on YouTube right now. Tyler Zulli.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. He would rather sit Jalen Hurts so that he's healthy for week 1 because he'd rather him, if he were to get hurt, in a regular season game as a preseason game. Well, all I know is now all of a sudden the risk is even higher that he could get hurt in week 1 because he has no timing with his offensive line or his wide receivers or his tight end or his running backs.
So this coaching staff is satisfied right now with four quarters, I guess it is. I don't. They weren't full games at these guys. Whatever it was, going 4-0 in controlled practices against the Patriots and the New York Jets. 4 days that they've won. Although they went out against the Patriots, gone lambasted 35-0, although they didn't really play anybody. And the fact that Jalen Hurts, if we listen to the reporters that said he got tapped a lot of times before he made throws that were completed, which would have been sacks. I can't stand that they're even thinking of not playing Jalen Hurts. To the point of I would have played him after halftime on Friday night for him to get used to what it's like coming out after halftime and leading this current group that he's leading. I can't stand that they're not thinking of playing the regulars for at least a half on Friday.
Yeah, and here's the other thing, Bob. I want to find out who Jalen Hurts is. And the best way to find out who Jalen Hurts is to have a strong offensive line in front of him, which, when healthy, they made sure that happened. Lane Johnson is back. Brandon Brooks is back. Jason Kelsey's back. Jordan Mailata, even though they haven't announced the winner of the left tackle job, let's face it, it's Jordan Mailata. Andre Dillard got bull rushed again today. They drafted Devontae Smith in the first round. So they gave him a legitimate weapon. Now Jalen Reagor can be, Devontae Smith's the distraction, so Jalen Reagor might be able to get open a little bit. You still have Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. All this is good. Yeah. You're putting the weapons and the offensive line around Jalen Hurts to find out whether or not this guy can be a legitimate franchise quarterback moving forward. But week 1, when you have no timing, when you have no communication, so are we going to say, well, let's figure out Jalen Hurts week 5 through 17?
My brain is in a twist. Look, injuries are not your fault.
No.
They're not your fault. They're part of sport. And if you throw somebody out there to play the game and they get hurt, it's not your fault. It's part of sport. I don't know why teams, organizations, whoever it may be, coaches, general managers, think that protecting these players as much as you can is a good thing. They're going to get out there and get hit. Jalen Hurts hasn't gotten hit yet this camp.
No.
He hasn't gotten hit yet. He hasn't gotten to the point of where he's comfortable playing in a live situation of dancing through tackles to try to make plays or rushing out of arm tackles to try to make plays. I'm sorry, I can't fathom it. If you get hurt, you get hurt. I don't play the game scared. I never liked coaching it, playing it, watching somebody do that. I can't do it. Get out there and play the game. Let them play, see what happens. If he gets hurt, it would have happened eventually anyway, most likely. And how many, I think you brought this up on the air and when I was driving the other day, how many injuries in football, it might be a 50-50, are from hits or are from just natural causes?
Right.
ACLs mostly are guys landing wrong, stepping wrong.
Non-contact injuries.
Exactly. So, all right, so here's an exercise that we did on the John Kincade show today, and I wanted to throw it out there to you to get your feelings on this. John wanted to do a positive show today. Let's look at the positives of the Philadelphia Eagles. Mine was, for every negative you have, there can be a positive to it because there's no expectations.
Okay.
There was other thoughts of different things. But if you look at this team going into this 17-game season, Andrew, with a rookie coach, with a quarterback for the first time ever having the realms of the football team in his hand, or the reins of the football team in his hands, what are the positives that you look at for this Eagles team going into this season?
Well, what I kind of just touched on is number 1. You actually put together somewhat of a decent offense to find out who Jalen Hurts actually is, because there is a chance that you have 3 first-round picks next year. So if Jalen Hurts proves to be a good quarterback, because there's a lot of people that think he could win 10 games this year, which I think is ludicrous, but hey, whatever. If he can win 10 games this year, you have 3 first-round picks, potentially, depending on what happens with Carson Wentz.
Right.
That you don't have to use on a quarterback. You can use on offensive line depth. You can use on the defense. You can use on a top-tier running back. You have 3 first-round picks. You might as well use 1 on a running back in a later round. So that's pretty cool. That is a positive for me. Other than that,
how about defensively? Do you find many positives there?
I think Darius Slay is a hell of a cornerback. I think Stevie Nelson is a professional cornerback. So I will tell you that a positive is that you actually have 2 legit corners this season. A negative is if one of them goes down, you're screwed. Because you have Michael Jaquette and Zach McPherson after that, or Zach, whatever the hell his name is.
Dude, that's the whole thing on the defensive side of the ball. Like, you have older the D-line, you have older players.
Oh, yeah.
Your young guys are Sweat, Ridgeway.
And you don't even know about Derek Barnett. He's probably not
Barnett's
coming back
young,
here.
but I don't know how good he is. So
are you going to pay him $10 million after this year?
Yeah, if a Fletcher Cox gets hurt, Hargrave, Kerrigan, those are older guys. Those are guys that have been around.
Hurt.
Yeah, those are guys that have been around for a while. So they are paper thin defensively.
Oh, yeah. The depth is an issue with this team.
Yeah, so, what are the positives? Defensively, I couldn't find many. As much as I wanted to try.
When healthy.
The defensive line isn't bad.
And the corners. And I do like your linebacker. Like Alex Singleton, I disrespected last year. I thought that there was an Alex Singleton tree. There might still be an Alex Singleton tree. I might just be in love with the guy because you had what as linebackers over the last few years?
Yeah.
Like Nigel Bradham was your best linebacker in probably the last 5 or 6 years. And
Hicks.
Nigel Bradham couldn't cover. He could only hit hard. Jordan Hicks, but he was hurt all the time. So Alex Singleton, you can depend on. Eric Wilson, I thought was a good signing. Anthony Harris, I thought was a good signing. You still don't know what the deal is with Rodney McLeod. So I go, all right, I can see all these things. Like whenever somebody makes the case of, well, look at some of the one-year deals they have. Yeah, that's nice and all. But the second one of those guys goes down, next man up mentality. Remember that with Doug Peterson, next man up? Well, it was nice when Darren Sproles went down because you still had LeGarrette Blount. You had Jay Ajayi. You had a lot of running backs. You had Corey Clement.
Yeah.
Who's your next man up if Miles Sanders goes down? Jordan Howard and Kenneth Gainwell?
Gainwell might be a little something here. This is interesting. I'm not frightened if something happens to Sanders. Jordan Howard's only 26 years old. That shocked the hell out of me last week.
He looked shot with Chicago.
He did, but
Miami.
A lot of reports coming out of Eagles training camp right now are saying he looks thinner, he looks faster, he looks like the Jordan Howard that had all the promise
Chicago and then
early
the Eagles,
on.
His first year.
And
with the Birds.
I have a little soft spot. I kind of like Jordan Howard. So, and Gainwell has opened eyes. And, the Brian Westbrook type, I'll put on the back burner. I'm not going to go there.
Right.
But if you saw him play in college, which I know you did because they did play against Temple and all, he's interesting to me.
He's a hell of a talent. He really is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Coffee's here.
Right. So I'm not going to. So the offensive side of the ball, okay. The running back room, I think, has a little bit there. The wide receiver room is really interesting to me.
Yeah.
You have a lot of young guys. Quez Watkins has opened eyes, and he's starting now and has all the right attitude, along with Devontae Smith. And then you wonder if a Travis Fulgham, all right, he did something really good over a 5-game stretch last year. We saw things from him we didn't see from a lot of other receivers on this team last year, catching balls in traffic, going up and getting balls, getting his feet in bounds when he had to. There's some things there to look forward to. I think offensively, optimism should be there. Positivity should be there. And look, if it fails, that's okay.
Yeah.
To me, if Jalen Hurts doesn't work, that's okay because you found
potentially
out.
3 first-round picks next year.
Exactly. If something happens to Devontae Smith, okay, well, let's see what Quez Watkins and Greg Ward and Fulgham are as wide receivers. So to me, that's a positive in that you're still finding out what young guys are.
Yeah, I mean, and that's exciting. I was listening to Mike today when I was leaving, and they had an article from CBS Sports. Now, I don't know what the qualifications were, but they ranked the young offensive cores. Now, I don't know what young is. What's the cutoff date? I don't know if it's age 28 or whatever.
Right.
But they had the Eagles as the third best young offensive core, including running back, tight end, wide receiver. And the guy who wrote the piece is not high on Jalen Hurts. He goes, I have him as my third best, and that's with Jalen Hurts bringing them down.
So offensive skill positions, or did it also include offensive line?
Offense in general.
Because their line isn't young.
No, the offensive line is all. I'm guessing he meant skill positions, but including the quarterback, because normally you don't include the quarterback.
Sure.
And he said even with Jalen Hurts, who brings them down a peg, and this is an NFL analyst who goes, they have quality weapons. And I'm with you. Quez Watkins has legitimate speed. Like his 4.3 that he showed in the combine has translated in the NFL. We saw it with the touchdown in the first preseason game, the 70-yard touchdown from Joe Flacco.
Well, it's translated in preseason and controlled practices.
Yeah, but we even saw it last year, that jet sweep that he scored. And so it's not like he's just doing that in shorts and a T-shirt. He's doing that in pads too, which is impressive.
Yeah.
And you only need him to really be a deep threat guy and a guy that can run sort of side to side for you, because you have Jalen Reagor who's going to be in the slot, and you have Devontae Smith who's going to be the all-around route runner.
Yeah.
So I look at, like, everybody that is confident about this team and says 10 wins. Every point they make, I kind of agree with. It's just Jalen Hurts I have my question marks with, and depth is a big part of it. You can tell me the starting 22 players, and I agree with you. But tell me the rest of the roster.
Yeah, and, the offensive line, if he was talking young offensive, the youngness of the backups in the offensive line is kind of impressive with the Eagles
I like Driscoll.
team. I like Driscoll. Herbie got some time last year. Landon Dickerson, from what everybody's saying, is once healthy, is just going to come in and be a monster. Now he's got to stay healthy. Yeah, Sayamalu is still young. The other guys are, but you know what? Lane Johnson's 30 years old. If he stays healthy, he can play another 5-6 years.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, you can have Isaac Sayamalu if he comes along and, can be that left guard that just hangs and hangs.
But maybe he could play center. That's what they talked about from the very beginning. He could play center out of TCU.
Yeah, so there's different things you can do there. Yeah, there is positivity and optimism to be had on this offensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball, while you laid out there correctly, there's pieces here and there. And
Eric Wilson and Anthony Harris, those one-year deals. Stevie Nelson.
They're better.
But I went from 4 wins to 6, maybe 7.
I think the 6.5 line that
perfect.
Vegas put out is absolutely perfect. Yeah.
So I went from 4 wins to 6 at max 7. I had a guy call in today. I think you guys are all wrong. I think it's minimum 8 wins.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, man.
You've had some 11 calls on your guys' show.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see.
And I hope they're right.
So do I. Look,
I hope I'm wrong.
We all hope that they're right. But, yeah, we're working. Yeah. So
we're almost done.
Yeah, we'll be with you in a minute. We're working. Yeah, that's okay.
2 more minutes.
Yeah. So I love that. That's my favorite, when people just come up and start talking to us.
She just walked out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well,
I don't know. Whatever. So, anyway, what we got coming up next, we appreciate you joining us again here with Beers with Bob. We're at Live Casino and Hotel down here in South Philadelphia. The best thing on the radio at 7 o'clock tonight. It doesn't matter what you're listening to. You only need to listen to Devon Givens.
Damn right.
Because he is the man, the myth, and the legend. Andrew, once again, great hanging with you.
Love it, man.
You are the best. We thank all the people here at Live Casino and Hotel.
I will not be here next Wednesday.
Oh, I'm going solo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
you
just
left
wrong.
me all alone last week. I'm leaving you all alone. It is Beers with Bob.
Wow.
Alcohol with Andrew last week, man.
Yeah, and Doobies with Drew apparently is going to become a thing, according to you and some of the people you were talking with. Not that you brought that up. But No. So join us tomorrow. We are on the John Kincade Show from 6 to 10 a.m. Me, John Kincade, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and, of course, Coach Camille. Join Andrew and Anthony Gargano for Cousin Tunis middays, and then, of course, Mike Missinelli in the afternoons. We thank you once again. We tell you, please stay tuned. The sweet sounds of Devon Givens coming up. Time here at the Fanatic, 6:52.
By the way, we've been here at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, as we are each and every Wednesday for Beers with Bob. You've got to see this place. I am telling you, Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, they have changed the game here in the Philadelphia Stadium District. It's been awesome. All show long, I've been watching guys come up in their Phillies jerseys, and it's been really cool because they're all getting set to go to the game. This is a world-class gaming destination with over 2,100 brand-new slot machines, over 150 table games. They have a luxury hotel with 5-star accommodations, and I can tell you, based off experience, that it is a 5-star resort because I was here a couple weeks ago for my buddy's bachelor party. The rooms, they were spotless. They were great. They were spacious. It was such a fantastic time. They also have luxury hotels, 5-star accommodations, as I mentioned, cool bars, world-class restaurants, and whether you're looking for fine dining experience at the Prime Rib or you want to experience the flavor of Guy Fieri's taco joint or his burger joint, it's all here. Truthfully, anywhere that offers a chance to place a bet with FanDuel Sportsbook while enjoying a cannoli from Termini and a lot of beer, this is the perfect place. I recommend it. It's a winner in my book. Luxury hotel, gaming bars, and restaurants in the heart of South Philly. To view upcoming events and promotions happening at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, just visit livecasinophilly.com. Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Game on. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Beers with Bob.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hi, this is Dr. Avidan Appel.